You just bought yourself a brand new 177 600mm FX Panthera, and now you're wondering which kind of slugs to choose. But, well, stick around because I just might be able to point you in the right direction. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Peter, and in today's video we'll be testing out the 13 grain slugs in this 177 600mm FX Panthera. When you get a new gun, it's always exciting to see which slugs performs the best. So far I've been testing two different kinds of slugs, the 13.43 grains JSP Knockout and the 15 grains NSA. But today it's all about the 13 grain slugs from ZAN. I'll be testing them at three different distances: 34 meters, 75 and at 100 meters. So I started yesterday in the darkness shooting them at 34 meters, and this is how it went. That was a pretty solid group. Looks like this. I don't know how big it is, but I don't think it's too big for 34 meters. So yeah, 34 meters is 13 grain sands, and the Panthera is definitely a match. But before we go on to 75 meters, I just want to introduce you to the scope that I have on my gun. It is from Discovery Optics. It's a 5 to 30 times 56. And I just like the fact that I can have such a big magnification when I'm shooting at these long distances. The scope itself is performing extremely well, and I like the way that these turrets perform. And looking at the target at 100 meters away, it's still crystal clear because of the ED glass in this rifle. In this scope. So just a short introduction to this brilliant scope from Discovery Optics. And with that said, let's move on to 75 meters and see how the 13 grain sands performs there. Beautiful. That was definitely an acceptable group. It looks like this or like this. It is a 1.8 centimeter group at the 75 meters. Looking at the group in the upper left corner, I would love to say that it was a warm-up group, but it wasn't. It was actually a real try, and I just aborted the attempt and went for the lower right corner. So yeah, this is not the first attempt. Before we move on to 100 meters, I would like to tell you about the setup or the tuning of my gun. I'm shooting with the rec at 104 and the quick tune system at 2. My experience with the tuning of the Panthera is that I get the best performance when I'm shooting close to the maximum speed of what I have the regulator set at. So like right now I'm shooting the gun at around 960 feet per second, and I think the maximum speed of the gun is like close to say 970 feet per second. So it's not as far off as you do with the impact. In the impact, I would go, if I was tuning in the regular way, I would go for a velocity that was like 30 feet below the maximum speed of the gun. But in this, the Panthera, I just seem to have found out that the best performance comes when you are close to the maximum speed. Not saying that I'm an expert in this Panthera yet, because I've only had it for a very short time. So comparing it with the knowledge that I have of the Impact M3, you can't really compare it. But these are just my preliminary experiences with the gun, so that's what I'm just sharing with you. And if you have another opinion or some other experiences, please share them in the comment section below. And while you're at it, right over there, there's a little tab you can press, and that's called subscribe. So please help me to make my channel grow, so I can make more videos like this by hitting that button and subscribing to my channel. And with all that in place, let's move the target out to 100 meters and see how it went at that distance. That was a good group. Let's go and check it out. And the result at 100 meters looks like this, or like this. This is a 2.8 centimeter group, which I am pretty happy about. Actually, I'm saying 100 meters. The range is not quite 100 meters today, because I had to retract it just a little bit for safety reasons. So it is just past 100 yards. I don't know if you can use that, but it was at 92 meters. So that brings us on to a conclusion of the 13 grain slugs from ZAN, shot in the 600mm Panthera, and I would say that it is a very good match. I've tested them with, as I said in the beginning, both the knockouts and the 15 grains NSAs, and I would say that it's roughly the same. But as I said in the video with the knockouts, if you have some wind, it is a good idea to go up and wait and maybe look at the 15 grains NSAs or the 16 grains ZANs. I haven't tested the 16 grain ZANs yet, but I hope to do it in a very near future. If you're interested in a gun like this and you live in the US, be sure to go to Airgun Titans. Look at their webpage right here. They ship nationwide free of charge, and I believe that they have some very good prices at the moment. And for the scope, if you want to purchase this, there's also a link to their webpage in the description below. So with that said, I hope you liked the video. I'm sure I loved making it. So until next time, take care and shoot safe.